Hi everybody. So I thought since I'm almost 10 weeks out that I would do a little video of showing you guys what some of my favorite things to have in the house are for food. I'm still on my plan where I have to get about 75 grams of protein in a day, which is very hard for me. I can only eat half a cup of food right now at almost 10 weeks. I'm still at a half a cup of food. So I'm just going to show you some of my favorite things that I like to keep in the house that are about protein packed and have things in them that I eat. I do eat regular food, lots of fresh protein, like turkey sausages, chicken sausages. I eat regular dinner, so whatever protein it is, chicken, pork, steak, hamburger meat. I eat my vegetables second, and if there's any starch, I eat very little, if at all, of any of that. But for lunches, it's kind of hard when I'm home. I try to have fresh stuff, but when I don't, I really like these Atkins meals. This one has 18 grams of protein and only 10 grams of carbs. I'm finding a lot of these meals have so many carbs in them that it doesn't feel like it feels like it defeats the purpose to me to eat them, because I'm eating the same amount of carbs as I am protein, so they're canceling each other out. This one is my personal favorite. It's the chicken margarita. It's got 28 grams of protein and only 9 grams of carbs. And these meals will last me 2 meals, so I'll get 2 lunches out of these, which is really good. I still drink a shake every morning. This is my go-to shake. It's Ensure Max Protein Nutritional Shake. You get 30 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. It has caffeine in it, because since I had to give up coffee, it's got 100 milligrams of caffeine, and this is in cafe mocha. So it tastes like coffee to me. It kind of tastes like a watered down frappuccino. Another thing that I keep in my house is definitely the protein 2L water. This is my favorite flavor. It actually used to not be. I used to hate this flavor, but it's actually grown on me tremendously. And this is the only one I can tolerate now. And this is 15 grams of protein, 0 sugar, 60 calories, and 1 gram of carbs. So when I'm not drinking my water, I usually have a protein water on me. This is one of my favorite after workout snacks, the P3. I only personally like the turkey, almonds, and Colby Jack one. That's just a personal preference, and I'm not a big fan of the other ones. And this has 180 calories per serving, less than 1 gram of sugar, 5 grams of saturated fat, and 13 grams of protein in this little snack. Like I said, this is my favorite thing to go to after I work out, because I'm usually starving after that. And this fills me up, and it gives me a good amount of protein in for a snack for the day. Now, some actual snack foods that I like to have are, I don't eat these very often, but they're really good. They're called Off the Eaten Path Veggie Puffs, and they have 5 grams of protein per serving. Their carbohydrates are 16 grams per serving, but you can have 33 pieces per serving. So if you need some kind of snack that's got a little bit of crunch in it, and you have that extra carb intake for the day, those sometimes I'll eat when I've definitely worked out really, really hard that day and I've burned about 600 calories. I don't feel that bad about eating those that day, because I know I'm not going to get enough calories in, period, on that day. Another thing that crunchy snack that I like are the Wisps. The only one that I like so far is the barbecue bacon. I tried the Parmesan and the cheddar crisp, and it just wasn't for me. They were way too salty. And so for 23 crisps, you get 10 grams of protein and only 2 grams of carbs. You can't beat that. You're still getting your protein in. You're still, there's a little bit of carbs, very little sugar. There's it's 330 milligrams of calcium. So those that have to take calcium supplements, this is actually pretty good too, along with your milk and your yogurts and your cheeses. So this is something I like to keep on me. Now, my favorite protein bars. I'm not a big chocolate person. I'm very, very weird about textures. So these are my favorite protein bars. They're called Power Crunch. And I don't know if you remember those like wafer cookies when we were little, the vanilla strawberry chocolate. That's what these are basically like. They taste like wafer cookies, and you're getting 14 grams or 13 grams per serving per bar. And I know most protein bars, you get about 20 to 25 grams of protein per serving, but you're also getting 25 to 30 grams of carbohydrates per serving also. So to me, I feel like I'm canceling stuff out, and it's not helping me to eat that. This, I can eat an entire bar. It's something that my little half cup stomach allows me to eat because it's not very thick. It is filling. I just picked up some more. So this is the peanut butter cream, which is one of my favorite. And you get 10 grams of carbohydrates and 13 grams of protein per bar. So that's half the amount of carbs. I know it's about half the amount of protein, but I don't feel guilty eating these, and they do fill me up. I keep a box of these, assortment of them, in my purse. So when I get hungry while I'm out, I have something to eat, especially if I'm somewhere where I can't grab something on the go, or there's not any good healthy choices for me. This one's really good too, cookies and cream. This one has 9 grams of carbs and 14 grams of protein. They have other flavors like salted caramel. French vanilla is another one of my favorites. They have triple chocolate, and mint chocolate is one of my favorites also. The mint chocolate is just one of those I can't eat every day kind of things. So those are some of my favorite things that I like to keep around the house. They're definitely not cheap. These Atkins meals are $3.50 a pop, but I do get 2 meals out of them. So I try to justify the spending because it helps me with my calories, with my carb intake, with my protein intake. I measure it out and exactly how much I'm eating and putting into my body. And I feel the same way about everything. Everything I measure out. This, I know I can have an entire pack in one sitting. These, I can have an entire bar and on my little stomach, and I know I'm getting that much protein. So if there's anything that you love for my weight loss buddies and friends, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to try it. I really like to stay low carb if I can. I'm not a no carb person because I feel like that's ridiculous. Our body needs carbs, our body needs carbs, period. It helps with energy. But I try to keep it low carb, so I'm not eating carbs all day long. So please let me know what your favorite things are to eat, snack-wise, food-wise, in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.